So this game will be between No Venomancer, which is my own team, and Three Throws Ahead. And I,
I'm actually really pleased to say that I'm not on either of those teams.
yeah.
I am on one of them, even though I'm not on either of them.
Oh, you just stood in? Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in this for Three Throws Ahead.
I'll be sure to critique both of you.
I'm 50 seconds in, 5-0.
Okay, give me a moment to load in. I'm just going to let it run for the 50 seconds, so if you want to have a nice little chat, we should do that.
And this is definitely an elimination match. I do remember that. Both Three Throws Ahead and No Venomancer's back were against the wall since we both came out last in our respective groups. Because we're awful.
Okay, I'm 50 seconds in.
Grandpa?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, 51.
On 1,
On the
3,
bar.
2, 1, go. And I'm gonna hide.
So, do you know what on one means?
That didn't
Because
start to
on
one.
one
that?
means, yeah, but you're saying 3, 2, 1, go.
I said
That's
go anyway,
after
but I
one.
started
That's on go.
Whatever.
You're an abomination. Okay,
I think
so
we're good.
No Venomancer. Is it safe to say, like, you guys are actually a really strong team. Like, John Man is quite new, but he plays pretty well. Fuse is strong. Wait a minute, Fuse didn't show
No,
up.
Fuse is.
Unfortunate.
Gentleman is standing in for Fuse this game.
Ah, okay. I was wondering. Okay, well, you got
Yeah,
a
we do
skill
not have an
appropriate
Estonia
stand-in.
showdown. No Estonia
Unfortunate.
showdown between Statue and Fuse.
I actually, I really like the Three Throws Ahead icon. I wish that more teams were using their logos as their icons, especially since No Venomancer has such a great icon.
Fuse at work.
Yeah, I think that maybe you should just. I think each team we should try and get a member of graphics staff on, just so that they can design all of the stuff for their own teams.
He was the one
And
who
they
came
can
up with the
compete that way.
idea as well. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember how excited he was when he said it to me in IRC. He was thrilled with the concept. He was like, "It's the same as No Highlander, except that it also says never mind." And it took me the longest time to even realize what he was talking about. But yeah, and Fuse is one of those strange people for whom English is a second language, but he
Strange
spots
people.
no, but he spots puns and things remarkably quickly, and
Yeah, he's very witty when it comes to English.
he's very quick, which is kind of cool. Like it's rare to encounter. There's the Weaver, which as we know, is a very strong pickup against these teams.
I remember banning both Abaddon and Death Prophet because Death Prophet was overhyped at the time, and we were like, "Oh my God, ban her, ban her, ban her." And Abaddon is Kupo's favorite hero, who was also pretty strong, and we all was overhyped at the time.
I'm kind of curious, actually. Hoon isn't here,
Yes.
and I'm not sure if he agreed to or not, but is Hoon not here because he has to spend the night with his first love, Legion Commander? It's
No, he's just not
Legion
woken
Commander
up.
said, I feel like
I've been checking Steam all
Oh.
day, and he's just not shown up today. No idea why.
that boy.
I mean,
Well, he's probably playing Wraith Knight.
no, he's
It's
just
Legion
not on
Commander.
Steam at all. So
No, he's on one of his many alternate accounts that he uses. They're all called Legion Commander. You can search for them.
really.
Really?
No, that's not the case. That's a terrible lie I've told. I
Well,
love
it
the
sounds
clockwork
like
pickup.
Hoon, though.
I also love the Elder Titan. This is at the
Well,
point.
the
I
Titan
think
is a strong hero.
yeah, it was
This was
just
before
around
the
this time
nerf as
when-
well.
Exactly. I was just going to say this is when he was still really ferociously scary. I was quite surprised he wasn't banned.
I remember seeing that hero and thinking, well, fuck, I forgot about him. Because I'm actually drafting.
Yeah,
him for
Natural
the
Order
match
is
today.
disgusting. Oh, okay. So who did you pick the Clockwork up for?
I don't remember this game, so
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Um,
sure. I don't remember who plays what.
You are a fine captain. I know Jonathan likes the offlane.
I might have picked
I know
him for it.
he's actually played offlane for No
Actually,
Balancer
no.
before.
This game is starting to come back to me. I believe Blazing Hand plays this Clockwork.
Oh, very good. I think that's pretty strong.
I don't remember who plays the Clockwork, but I remember the outcome of the game. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's a good game, though.
Blazing Hand plays Clockwork. I believe Tethys is on Weaver. Um, I don't remember the other heroes at the moment. I believe Jonah Man and Hurricane were our supports.
Is Tefus Weaver unusually strong? Because he's played it before, I think, twice in the tournament. So if you guys keep
I
picking
think
him up, I assume there's a reason.
he's just who we pick
Or
for
is
our
it just that
carry.
everything else he does is really weak?
No, it's just who we pick. He's
No.
our carry player, and
Okay.
Weaver just happens to be the carry we pick sometimes.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, he's a better player than the average player in this tournament. So his all his carries are pretty good compared to the rest of the field.
Oh, come on, you can't denigrate the rest of them like that. They're all better than the average player in this tournament.
The average player in the tournament.
Well, we did come out last in our group, so something went wrong.
Wait, no Venomancer came last in their group?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the elimination match. Three Throws Ahead came out last in whichever group, and we came out last in whatever group we were in.
So, what you're telling me is that no Venomancer won 100% of the games that I stood in for them.
I don't know. Possibly?
Yes. The only game you won, I was there. I'm not saying that there's a correlation there,
No,
but
we
there's a
won 2
correlation there.
games. We won 2 games, and one of which you were not in. I think.
Ah, okay.
Something like that. So we gave away
Sorry,
the
I
Bat
actually have to
Rider.
say, and I've just received 2 independent compliments for it. Normally when I commentated any StarCraft stuff, I used the onboard mic in my laptop,
That's
and
a
Thornhire
horrible
actually
idea.
got so sick of listening to me that he sent me a microphone.
Really,
So,
he sent you one?
yes, he.
I thought you bought
Thornhire-
one.
No, it came in Christmas wrapping and things, but it came like weeks before Christmas. But yeah, Thornhire sent me a microphone because I talk to him quite often, and we play Blood Bowl and stuff, which is I would say 90% banter and 10% video game. But he got so sick and tired of listening to my terrible microphone that he sent me a microphone. So the clarity of our conversation brought to you by Thornhire as well as the rest of the tournament.
Oh, I remember this Invoker pick. It's pretty scary when facing you.
Yeah, Firebolt's Invoker is very strong, except that his Sunstrikes are despicable. It's like when you have your phone set to show geolocation, but using only Wi-Fi triangulation instead of GPS. It's just anyone's guess where it's going.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
I really wanted to give you I found an Invoker item that had a gem for Sunstrike kills.
I do have
And
one of those.
I was like, if I come back next month, I guarantee it'll be like 4, and you'll have 400 hours of Dota played between then and now.
I do have
How
one.
much Invoker do you play?
I used to play quite
Like
a lot.
a
Now not
percentage
as
wise?
much. And now not as much. But I used to play about 80-90% of my games as Invoker. Like when I
And
first
now?
started.
Actually,
Maybe 10?
really,
Now maybe
I
about
really love the
10%.
Medusa pickup.
The Medusa
Okay.
pickup was definitely, I thought, Kupo's influence there.
Yeah,
it
Kupo's very
was
strong.
full-blown Kupo's influence. I don't think Leloup would have picked him up.
Every time I play with Kupo, I have to say Kupo is one of those people who is so far ahead of me in terms of
He's
Dota
so
that
far
I
ahead
can't.
of anyone, okay? He's ahead of the competitive scene about heroes. He will call out heroes, and then they'll become the normal the next patch, and they'll become like first picks, first bans, like Bristle God, and not so much Medusa.
Yeah, I
but he
remember him
picked it
talking about Bristle
before
God.
Navi started picking
Yeah, he's more than three months ahead of the scene.
no one can
He's
catch
incredible,
up.
but I've played games with him recently, just pub matches, where he's been thinking so far ahead that he doesn't understand what I'm having trouble with, so he'll offer me advice that's so good it is utterly useless to me. And I wonder if the same thing happens in games like this, where Cooper will have a plan and just there's no way the rest of the team is going to keep up. And whenever he makes a pick like that, like I love the Medusa pick, but God knows what he wants to do with it. And that terrifies me. I don't think I could ever play on a team with that man.
Reserve time.
But Medusa is... Well, Clockwork and Invoker are pretty good against Medusa, I guess, in team fights. You can just disable them from afar. With either Hook or Tornado or such.
Yeah, I love the hook. I'm not sure. I know that it's something that you should be able to rely on. Like if you have a dedicated clockwork and you've got someone doing the thing and you know they want to be picked for clockwork, yes, hook shots should be landing, absolutely. But at the same time, I feel like it's never reliable as much as it should be. Like you get beautiful clockwork players like Bulba that are just going to hit every hook shot, but I still see clockwork as forever chancy. Like it's just optimism.
If I remember correctly, we were contemplating about which support to pick for, and we were debating between Bane and someone else. Just because we wanted someone to go with to actually help the Knicks hit the stuns, to help the Clockwork hit cogs and stuff. Yeah, it was Bane in the end.
There is
Oh
something
yeah,
strange with Nyx at the moment where I'm not sure. Okay, so I admit I've only played Nyx through the medium of Rubik, but I find it significantly easier to hit the new Impale
Do you
because
now?
I don't have to click on people.
You
Maybe
never
it's just
did
because the
though.
zero cast point.
You never did have to click the person. It was
No,
always
no, that's the thing. I'm aware that you never did, but I used to never click the hero anyway. And
oh,
now, in a world where everyone is terrible at it, I feel like I'm the king. Everyone misses, and then I line up this scrappy three hero impale and feel like God. And yeah, it's weird. I suppose easier is the wrong word, but I find it proportionally significantly less difficult to line up an
okay.
impale now. And every time
it,
I watch
it,
someone play Nyx, it seems like it's inverted or inside out or something. Something is not working. So I was really curious, and I know that John O'Man's pretty good at it. Like I've seen him play Nyx twice, I think, and he's done really well. And I'm not sure if those games were before or since those. So I'm kind of curious if John O'Man is in the same position as me, or he just likes the way it works now.
I don't know. He's gotten a smoke quite early. Hmm. One thing I do notice is that Lelouch started with two mantles of intelligence, and I just randomly clicked upon him and straight away noticed that. That's an unusual starting set of items.
oh, I remember this. I think Leloup is gonna offensive jungle with the
Lelu,
Enchantress.
That's mad.
Lelu, is it Lelu or Leloup? Lelu, I'll say at least for now. I know he
I don't know. I don't speak French.
He's
absolutely
American, so
loves. He is, but
Well,
it's
that
still a
doesn't mean he
French
doesn't speak
combo.
French.
Um, but I'm super curious. I know that he absolutely loves to max untouchable as early as possible
that's a Kupo thing.
and
That's
just
Kupo's
charging
influence as
to
well.
horrific situations.
Kupo's the one
Oh,
who
okay. I
goes.
had wondered,
Kupo
but
talks a lot
I've seen him
about
do it
like
remarkably often.
go max untouchable and then Roshan at level 7 or something ridiculous. I've seen him talk about that.
Yeah, I think, and not just that, but I've seen him offlane it just for the max untouchable. He's wild for it. I love
I
how
mean, if
well
you're
he's
against a lane that like
hiding
doesn't
here.
have any stuns and it just hits you to death, then yeah, I guess it works.
Sorry, for the sake of equality, no Venomancer has Tifa's in the safe lane, Weaver, backed up by Hurricane on the Bane, Firebolt on the mid Invoker, and Blazing Hand on the Clockwork, which has a name. Jonoman is orbiting a double damage rune as the Nyx, and I presume he's going to be backing up either the dual. Oh no, because Clockwork will be offline. He's going to be part of a tri lane on the safe lane, I
Oh,
presume.
this is
Um,
interesting. Jonaman has a TD and he smoked mid.
I don't actually remember the
Beautiful.
outcome of this, so this is going to make me laugh, just surprise me as much as it will with you
He's
guys.
actually he's still hiding. I'm kind of curious.
Lelouch is pretty far ahead,
Yeah,
or a little far out. But Firefly is pretty good.
Okay,
But if he's okay, well here comes that big impale because he's getting further and further out.
am I ahead of you guys? I'm at 104. Okay, I just saw the impale miss. 107,
Yeah, I'm good.
108, 109.
Like 0.2 seconds behind you or something.
Alright, that's fine then. And Jonoman now gets found by Leloup, but nothing actually happens with that. Should really eat a tango. There we go.
I
Not
like
enough
that
damage
they
at level 1.
um okay, so on the opposite side at least, we have Grandpa on the offlane Elder Titan, Ledu on the kind of
Enchantress.
counter jungling Enchantress, Lelouch on
Oh,
the
bottom lane.
Bat Rider, and yeah, finally begins to look rough.
Look at me feeding first blood. I'm so good.
That's a
Nice Sunstrike.
Thank you.
Let this nightmare never
I was
end.
busy
That's what
at
you
mid.
need. You need more of those.
Yeah, okay.
Yay for 10 charge sticks. I'm not sure why Lelouch doesn't just send a tornado my way, or maybe he does after this. I mean, he's got that tornado wildkin. No, he's not going
I
to.
hope he does.
It's so curious.
Maybe.
The
Turns
dragon
around.
is so good for mid harass.
The what? What? Oh, the
Which
yeah.
dragon?
Unfortunately, now it's
I
actually
don't know
really
what they're
far
actually
away
called.
though, because now it's all the way in the easy camp, which has moved so far away from the mid lane.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That's well at this point warded as well. But yeah, like, I hadn't considered that mid lane change or that easy mid camp change totally ruins that weird little mid harass strat.
I'm losing mid lane quite a bit in my last hits. Ooh, there might be a gank coming. He's got a pretty nice set of creeps from mid. And apparently I must have seen it or something, I don't remember. Well, I guess I just have amazing map awareness. That must be
Yeah,
exactly
clearly
what it is. Oh, the loop's in trouble.
Yeah,
Wounded to my
John, I can hit them impales, I guess.
Well, the Nightmare sets it up pretty nicely.
Ah, yeah. No, credit where it's due. He still hit the impale. Let's not kid ourselves. I do like using the two supports to just kind of roam the jungle a bit and pick up experience from those camps where they can. That's kind of cute. Because
Well,
Tevez can definitely be left to his own devices in the safe zone.
it's even better when you have when you face an offensive jungle.
Absolutely, yeah.
Lush heading up top for the regen rune.
The Elder Titan is still scared about farming because of the supports.
You can see the supports though.
Yeah,
For no-
it's
Yeah, for no reason, because he's bad.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
this poor Elder Titan.
You've got a point.
I quite like that they put the grandpa on the Elder Titan, which is quite sweet. There's a certain kind of appropriateness of that. I'm sort of curious. The field is so split in terms of network, with the Medusa and the Batrider at the top, and then 4 Radiant heroes in a clump. And it just seems like the entire Radiant team is getting something.
Well, they
I
did get the
wonder
two
how much of that is
ganks.
just
They got first blood and they
exactly. I was just gonna say how much of that is that kill on Lelouch.
There was the first blood on Grandpa.
And then they come towards mid.
Rather
Both
awkward
sides as well.
gank.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, I think they smoked up for it as well. Nope, they've still actually got the smoke. They haven't used it.
And they leave to smoke. That's
They're
incredible.
heading back. Okay, I don't remember this.
Oh, the Nightmare is in. That's beautiful.
Okay, there we go.
And then
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cold
this
tap
one
is
we
it.
catch.
Ooh. And you hit the Sunstrike.
Yeah,
It
you
was
can't argue with that.
Nightmare, okay? I'm not gonna miss a Nightmare Sunstrike. In theory.
Well, you never know.
There's a lot to be said for taking that unreliability out of your lineup. Like you can take no pride in it if you like, but you have Nightmare as your only reliable stun.
I just saw Mustache die. I
you-
did not see that one coming. Oh
Oh, he
dear.
died?
Yeah, he was farming
Yeah.
neutrals and then screwed up. Let's leave it at that. Okay,
I don't remember
is
that.
it just me, or if you click on the Dire Courier, the label on it is Necronomicon Archer?
Yes, although it's worth remembering at this point that the label on my courier is Ozzy Osbourne, because you can just use name tags on couriers.
Okay, I did not realize that. Hey, both couriers are Necronomicon Archers, apparently.
Oh, okay, in that case, I guess it's just some weird
It's just a
bug.
It's a good name for a courier, though.
It is. I think I might rename one of my couriers. I know there was almost not enough room for Ozzy Osbourne though, so I wonder if you can actually fit Necronomicon Archer.
Well, I've got my Midas, and yeah. Seems like a
I'm kind
gat
of
trying to
curious
have
as
some
to.
fun.
Oh yeah, wow. Those two supports. Jonaman, I don't know where Jonaman comes from, but he absolutely wants to make things happen in every game we play. And I only play with him
He's a good
occasionally.
stand-in. He's a really good stand-in.
He's a brilliant team player, but it's just so nice to play with someone who's like I think he's played a fair bit less than me. But to just have someone constantly be saying, "Hey, should we go somewhere and kill someone?" is an amazing thing for thinking. Oh, there's the unreliable Clockwork Hook.
That one was just short, though. That wasn't that he missed. That one was
Oh
just
yeah,
short.
absolutely. There's not much you can do, but that's the thing. You just have to know the lengths, I suppose.
You can. I always
since-
mouse over it to check whether I'm in position or not. You can sort of do that and see whether you're.
Isn't its range about 1,000,000 miles though?
Well, only
Not at
level
level
3.
1.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Hurricane
level 3
way out
go
of
like-
position there.
Oh, and Blazing Hand walks directly into the
And the Medusa.
stone. Yeah, that's disgusting.
You should walk out fine. Yeah, Cog's pretty good spell.
Yeah. Looks pretty good, alright.
Pretty
Oh wow, Lulush
Just
doing.
broken.
Oh, Lelouch is a brave man. Oh, but the
Dyer's mid tower won't last.
wow.
Ooh, no.
Oh, that. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But now this.
Lovely Sunstrike.
Oh,
Jonah takes
Jonaman
that
attacks too
himself.
quickly, but okay, the kills happens anyway.
Dyer's mid
Shame about the flame break there.
And during all of this, you take
Could've
the mid
gotten
tower. Or at least make a decent go at it. Yeah, well played.
mid tower could use a little
And
So,
hope the Dyer
Tethys is
wasn't
reforming.
partial to that mid tower. Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Nick
Medusa
has
is
his
ahead,
bottle.
Medusa
Bane is
is
sitting
ahead
on
by...
Bane is sitting on 1,000
chips.
gold.
Jonaman.
Oh, the other Titans are on the way to mech. That's not
Jonaman's
bad.
just got his bottle. He should, yeah.
Can be able to roam pretty
Ooh,
well
Blazing
now.
Hand might be trying something again. He's got his ult back up.
And he's got the Nyx with the Invis room. Quite surprised they haven't taken it, but I suppose he's just guarding it for whoever wants it.
No, there's a ball in the courier as well. He's waiting for that, I think.
Ah, very good.
Looks like the Elder Titan
Blazing
is going
Hand setting
for...
this up.
Elder Titan is going for Mechanism? Or
Yeah,
Mechanics?
and... Oh, another missed hook.
Oops, missed that.
It's Blazing Hand. Oh, I apologize. Yeah, well, it wasn't too short this time, it was just very slightly off. Only slightly, but...
He's new home.
Something I noticed is that even
No, he
though
isn't.
Leloup was offensively jungling, he's not really
Oh.
done much.
Cold Snap on the Batrider, but he's
He
going
only
to get
offensively
the
jungled
lasso
until he died.
on the Invoker.
Radiant's top tower's taking hits.
And... Wow! Brainsap takes down the Enchantress.
Radiant's
It's
top
2 for 1 so
tower's
far. This I'm pretty sure the Crystal Maiden's dead as well.
Oh, wow. There's the Impale with no setup. There's the John I dreamed of. Oh my good god, Mustayu gets 2 with the ult. Incredible work.
I forgot about that.
My god.
I remember this now. I was shouting, don't sleep him, don't sleep him, don't sleep him. And then as he casted his ult, I immediately started shouting, sleep him, sleep him, sleep him. But then it was too late.
Oh dear. At least we can blame it on the captain for that one then. And suddenly Mustayu has his treads, which I haven't really sure of on that's very Irish. I haven't very sure of on Crystal Maiden. But yeah, that is interesting.
Meanwhile,
Is that just for toughness?
I guess there's no real other reason for it. I mean, attack speed. Meanwhile, in the top
I
lane,
assume
Kupo's
mana regen for his
farming
jungling.
with level
Yeah.
1 in split shot and in mana shield, which I've never seen before.
Radiant's top
And
tower
Lelouch is
Wait.
700 from
Oh.
Blink on Batrider.
Donovan Vendetta while 3 push the bottom lane, but he's pushing
And
towards
he's-
mid.
what's happening to
He's
Dyer
spotted
in
by
mid
the
tower.
sentry.
Yeah. He's got a haste rune, which is nice. But he's being chased out by Mustayu.
While Grandpa dies. Wow.
Mustayu, I believe, means black brain in. Oh, and he misses the impale after
That was
being
actually
frozen.
close, yeah.
But
Oh.
It's an interesting fight happening. I'm not casting any spells for some reason.
Bottom tower's getting the business.
This is
Pretty nice ice wall.
this is.
Jorman's running
Taking
around
off
the
really well.
side, but yeah.
Radiant's top towers and
I
bad.
hadn't realized over the last 2 fights, Milan has just been pulling ahead just in every exchange. So I've been paying attention to the missed impale and the missed hook shots, but the
Mid tower.
it just looks like they're eating they're just eating people for lunch. They just walk around and get kills. It's disgusting.
In
No
the meantime, we have to
Venom
consider
ahead by.
that Coupon's just free farming though.
That's
Yeah.
true, and he has the highest net worth in the game. He's 6k at 12 minutes, really, or 13
Yeah,
minutes.
he's 10 creeps ahead of the Weaver. Not a lot, but considering there's been fighting up top.
The difference
pretty
is
good.
Kupo has a Midas and the Weaver doesn't. We all know what
That's
that
true.
means.
The dire best do something.
Not just that, I think, but the Weaver is great, but Timelapse doesn't have the same impact on a team fight as Stoneform does,
Yeah.
or Stone Gaze, is it?
The
I
dire
think
best
it's
do
Stone
something
Gaze.
about that bottom
So
tower.
yeah, Stone Gaze just dictates play remarkably well,
Dire just
whereas
couldn't save that bottom
Timelapse is
tower.
great, but
Lulu almost gets the 9 on the bottom tower.
Well,
there is a point, I
Weaver
think,
manages
though,
to
where
snatch it.
Lulu will just suddenly become out of control. Like, oh, he actually hasn't gone for the max untouchable this time, so maybe I'm wrong. But normally there's a point where I've just seen Lulu appear.
And the ult
Um,
from Elder Titan on Clockwork and no one else.
Oh wow, yeah.
It
why,
tends to
why
go.
he
Blazing
just
Hand
burns
didn't?
up.
Why didn't Blazing Hand ult the Titan there? I'm
Oh.
not sure.
CM just ulted
Really? What
over
for?
here. Over like bottom rune.
Oh, must
Just
have
to
been scare off
defend.
Teflon.
Misclick. No, it was a misclick.
Oh, really?
Oh dear.
100%.
Oh, Jonaman's wandering around. He's found a solo Bat Rider.
I'm kind of curious actually. Mustayu is going home to heal up after whatever happened to him, but he has a salve. I think it might have been wiser, given the way they're forming up at the moment, to just have salved up and tried. Lilish drags John Man up onto the high ground, and I guess it's just going to leave him there. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Well
well done.
but does.
Well done by Lelouch there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, very cute. It's just quick thinking. It's one of the things I really appreciate is that, and back when you used to be able to back people up and down cliffs as Daxier, really
Bad shape.
like quick thinking, intelligent plays.
And the
Opponent doesn't
Medusa
feel
is playing
safe up
really
top.
safe.
There's 3 people up there, and they don't get her. So at the very least, Kupon's wasting his time. But his Midas has been off cooldown that whole time, and it's still off cooldown now while he just hides in the trees.
Poor stuff done on me, apparently.
I goes out to get the Wild Wing.
Lelouch is about to get his blink. It's 15-minute blink, which is a bit slow, but he's died 3 times.
Got a
so
haste
he's
rune
actually
bottled
alright.
though,
Yeah.
so the haste rune is beautiful.
Yeah, he's level 8, 15 minutes in.
That is
Too great
pretty
for a
rough,
mid.
considering he got mid. Yeah,
No Venom.
Especially
really trying to
considering-
push top.
the jungle Crystal Maiden has also been level 8 for a while,
Oof, that's so.
and there's Stone Gaze, beautiful.
And
I'm,
the
why
ETL
the hell was I
pretty
up
bad.
there? I don't remember this.
And yeah,
Oh, I kill you.
yeah, and Lulu
Haha.
comes in with the impetus as well. It's just
That
that
was
was
just a
disgusting.
really good response from.
Really perfect, flawless in fact.
It's alright, making
only did I
space
take
for
a
the rest
loss.
of our team. We want our Weaver and our next to farm, you know. This
Yes,
way
the
we're
rest of our
drawing
team
down
be-
the entire.
Dire's mid tower won't last.
Three
The
throws ahead
40%
to
of
the
it that
top lane.
remains alive.
Exactly.
And you don't close the tower, which is nice.
I think Jonah Man.
Since everyone
Guess what's
since
happening?
everyone in Radiant stay top, you don't close the tower.
Radiant's top
I'm-
tower's taking hits.
Awkward gank.
I'm kind of bowled over by the. Oh yeah, the Nyx gets away.
Radiant's toughened up their structure.
Wow.
No detection.
Yeah, and
Oh, good hook shot.
it's
from
always
Blazing
weird
Hand.
to see defensive vendettas, but as like if the profit is that you don't die, it's not a waste, I suppose.
sure why I'm not using Midas, but whatever.
Oh dear, it's always harsh to examine your own play.
Tethys has finished his
But
Lincolns. He's going
what's
for the
really interesting is
Keela.
that no Venomancer had a 3k experience lead, and it was brought right back down to 0, and it's just slowly ticking upward again, but nothing like at the same rate that it was before. So.
And Elder Titan has the mech now. 17
Oh,
minutes
beautiful.
in.
Dire's top tower's getting
We
beat
Yeah,
down.
wow.
so
Okay. We
you guys really
want this
committed
guy.
to trying to get her.
I think at this point we sort of realize that, oh
Dire
god,
might
he's
wanna
been
mine
farming
the
for
top tower.
with a Midas for God knows how long. We've got to sort of take that top tower. And meanwhile, we're also making space for Tethys to
Dire's
farm.
top tower's getting beat down.
Not sure why he's getting these really small items all of a sudden after his Lincolns, but whatever.
What's curious is that both teams have loads of people on low levels. Like the 8s and 9s really stack up. It's very strange. So you've both got your Invoker and the Medusa and the Weaver are really stacking up levels, but aside from that, everyone else seems to be kind of hovering around the same. Well, apart from the other Titan, is keeping up perfectly with the Invoker and the Weaver, which is pretty cool. Oh, and
Stone Gaze doing its
John-
thing.
Jolotman
Oh.
gets the Impale and causes a missed Sunstrike. Oh, and there's the Fiend's Grip immediately cancelled.
Going for
It's
broke.
another good fight for
And the other Titan ult is perfect.
the Radiant.
I'm not sure why I
No,
didn't
no,
go
it's
Ghost
disgusting.
Swap with him.
It's a really good fight.
And Lulu with the impetus to clean up. There's the mech as
We
well, just in
had-
case there were any doubt.
He casted Stone Gaze, and then we Fiend Script him, and then Stone Gaze cancelled it.
Ah, I wondered. I was wondering
Stone
why the
Gaze
Fiend
is
Script was
so-
It
cancelled
was
instantaneously.
so annoying when we realized what happened, because we thought we had him, and then suddenly it's like, oh wait, never mind. Stone Gaze is a pretty
Stone
good
Gaze
spell.
is silly that way.
Yeah, it's the same as Naga Sleep. Naga Sleep cancelling Bane ult happens. So now the push mid begins, though Mustayo, it seems, is just going to farm the bot lane. No?
What's this courier doing?
Just chilling.
That was an awkward hook
Radiant's
shot.
bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Yeah, you want to watch out for those.
I think he hooked right into a bunch of creeps. I haven't really seen any good hook shots yet from Blazing End.
Well, like,
No,
the one on
made
bot
one
lane
good one
on
on top lane.
the Crystal Maiden was good.
Yeah. No, he's made a couple. It's just that it's so much easier to remember the missed hook shots because every missed hook shot is a team fight that could have gone your way.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this usually the build you go on Invoker?
Sorry?
Is this your regular build for Invoker?
Yeah.
Oh, Jamaman plants a ward beside the neighbouring dire ward for Rush. I'm quite curious, is the Clockwork building a mech now? Yeah, he is. Okay.
The NA
It
Dota
hadn't
team
occurred
is
to me that the
actually
Radiant
3
didn't
throws
have a
ahead.
mech. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
sorry.
bug
That's...
I don't know how that's caused.
No, I think they named their
Or is that
team
what they named
NA
it?
Dota
Right.
at some point.
Okay.
But they are 3 throws ahead. That's their actual team name.
Invisibility.
Not much going on at the moment. It's quite passive.
No, there's a lot of posturing. They've been back and forth in mid an awful lot. And it just means that Tiphys and... Is it Tethys or Tiphys? I always say
I
Tiphys
say
instinctively.
Tethys.
But Tethys and Coupon have just been constantly farming up. So
Well, I mean,
both of them are
the thing
slowly
is,
getting there.
with Medusa, you kind of want to do that, because that's
Oh,
the
absolutely,
idea
yeah.
behind Medusa. You free farm and then eventually you just kill everything. But Weaver doesn't do that. Weaver's a much earlier game.
Radiant's mid tower.
I don't think no Venomats are going to be able to defend this.
No, that's
Apparently
pretty
they might
good.
be trying.
Although they're
Okay,
going
they
to
are
try.
trying.
The Elder Titan Spirit
That's
comes
a
in to
good
steal
hook
damage.
shot, but then Stone Gaze is apparently a really good spell.
Wow, and
Elder
Stone
Titan
Gaze
ult.
just... Oh, the
It's
Crystal
2
Maiden.
people.
My god. Mustayu with the big ults.
How did only
And yeah,
one person die on each team? Like, I
Um,
swear there were more. Did anyone buy back?
no, just everyone threw out huge magic damage, and then the rest of both teams decided that it probably wasn't worth sitting in it. So I think they just backed out, which is kind of the clever move to make for both sides, but it means that now they're left engaging without buckets of high damage spells. And
No, Venomancer lost a.
Fiend's Grip is still up, which is
Yeah,
good.
exactly. No, Venomancer lost a Nyx against the Bat Rider, which is a pretty
Good
big deal.
sleep from the other Titan.
Bat
And
Rider's
good
1 and
cogs
4.
to block it out. Yeah, Lelouch's been having a pretty rough time. He has been setting kills up,
Radiant's
but
top tower's hurting.
wow, that is a forward TP.
Let's hasten the bottom if anyone's going for it.
Radiant's
Cooper
top
is
tower's
probably
in
just
bad
going to
shape.
farm Ancients, which are
The
stacked
Ancients,
at the
yeah,
moment.
almost certainly.
Lost the top tower.
Oh, you could sack him again before he goes for it.
And he's getting a...
And
Good
he's
timing.
versus
Scotty.
Scotty. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jonah Man casually
That's
walking,
perfect.
saying hello. I see your
Yeah,
Scotty. Oh, he takes the
yeah,
bottom
okay.
tower!
Bottom tower.
This gentleman, and TP's out.
So good.
Good
Really, really good.
God, I'm so impressed. Just he used the haste rune to do it as well. Like that's
Just like a drive-by, thanks for the tower, goodbye.
The whole team is now nestled in with the ancients in case that freedom of movement, or as if that freedom of movement has scared them. That's incredible. Fair play to Jonathan. And the best part is, if you look at the gold graph, it had zeroed. Jonathan took the tower,
You
and
can
straight
see
up,
the bit of
they're
the jump,
1,000
yeah.
up. Like that's awesome. That's so cool.
Kupo gets a very fun
Every
a stacker right after that, though, so that's going to drop back down.
absolutely.
3
Yeah.
throws ahead are 3,000 XP ahead.
Really? Oh yeah, that would be
Yeah.
the Midas at work, I think, though, because no one on Venomancer has a Midas. Gold is.
I'm kind of curious. I would have thought that Tefus might, since he was left alone for so long.
Oh,
But
Genoman's
no.
dead. Whoa, that is a good.
Oh,
That was a really
that hook
good
shot.
cogs.
And it just pushes Gentleman out by whatever strange fluke. Oh, wow.
Okay, I gotta say,
Oh,
I
that's
did
a
well
really
there.
good, really good deafening blast.
Somebody's on a roll.
That was awesome.
Oh, you hit a
The
Sunstrike.
Sunstrike, and he
Couldn't
mana
kill me,
burns.
but
The mana burn was enough. At this point, Gentleman should no longer be chasing the loop. He'll just turn infamous. Yeah, you want to watch out for that. He doesn't have the mana for infamous, I guess. He has
Oh,
stick
he-
charges and stone
Lupo
gaze.
Oh,
still
that
has
impact.
Stone Gaze.
That impale.
That's
Good
beautiful.
input.
Yeah, and then he's still being chipped away at by the impetus though. He doesn't have
And I
much left
remember
to go
him
with. Oh, he
thinking,
uses the
why
power
won't
charges.
this fucker die? I remember that. It just took so much to kill.
Impale
That's-
got the kill on the Medusa there.
I think the
Really
Venomancer
nice.
just took a huge lead. That is awesome. That was as well as that team fight could possibly have gone for them. One thing to get the other Titan, but getting the Medusa into the bargain is perfect. Especially considering that like Mustayu is still alive and Lulu is so nearby. And then Tefus just goes to work on the tower.
These towers, nothing.
Again, perfect.
The Dire might want to mine.
And they rotate
Radiant.
straight up to the top. Wow. No, they don't.
And Radiant are ahead by 1 tower now.
Dire's top
That was
tower's
quite a
gonna
leap
be
in gold
down.
earned as well. Suddenly gone from like
Do you
pretty much 0 to
subscribe?
3,000.
Do you subscribe? Oh, that's as big as the gold lead has ever been now as well. Do you subscribe to the opinion that towers on the map are basically just gold you haven't collected yet?
They do talk a lot about that, and I'm just like, whatever. I don't care.
Depends on the lineup and the stage of the game.
and yeah, exactly. How push are they being? Oh wow! So, Lalu picks up the Rod of Atos,
Does he now?
which is
Interesting pick.
I don't like the Rod of Atos, but the range is
They need
enormous.
more disables. I mean, they're against a Weaver. Rod of Atos is not going to do anything against a Weaver.
Does it not still slow the Shikuchi? Shikuchi
No,
isn't a
Shikuchi
flat
is
movement
max.
speed increase, is it?
Tsukuchi is
Oh.
max
Yeah,
move speed
522
no matter
all
what.
the time.
Shikuchi is the same as Surge, then it can't be
Yes.
slowed rather than
Yes.
Windrun and stuff, which can.
Exactly.
Oh wow, the courier. It hadn't occurred to me before. The little crab couriers don't grow wings. They just fly with no, or they walk with
Yeah.
no clip. That's great.
No, it's bugged at the moment. I think like all the couriers are bugged where
Oh,
they're like, if you look at the dire one. Ooh, I hear a hook shot somewhere. Oh, going for the. I remember this
stun
spot.
gaze
I
again.
got caught out at the back, and I just got absolutely wrecked, while the rest of my team also got
Wow,
wrecked.
that Earth Splitter. Oh, Fiend's Grip is up though. And
Yeah, I
you
remember
said
this
Fiend's
fight.
Grip. That is an incredible fight.
I think it was just it was so important that
Oh,
we
once-
got Kupo down.
Yeah, once Cooper goes, wow, Mustayu with the ult again.
I guess you're mortal then.
Koopa told us to just wait behind him while he baited, and I suppose it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, definitely.
we
Although they still got the Medusa, so there's something to be said for that.
I remember
Well,
thinking.
4 for 1 is pretty good.
I remember thinking it's an obvious bait. Go for it while I just tornado the guys in the back line, and then instead I got Bat Rider lassoed, and so everything got turned around on us.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And suddenly the towers are even, I guess.
Yeah.
Radiant lost one of them.
So
bottom
back the
towers.
gold lead goes back down, and we'll drop even further now when the tower gold gets accounted for.
It's added to the equation, yeah. And Jonathan is still here with the Vendetta.
I remember thinking he was going for the Enchantress, and I said, he's farming up here, he's farming up here, he's farming the neutral creeps, believe me. And he was like, nah, they've all TP'd out. And apparently I was right.
No, Jonathan has the best instincts. If he had gone, he'd been eaten alive by the Impetus. He has so much mana.
Less casually walking through.
The
Rush back.
Atos also gives him a bucket of life, my god.
Yeah, that's quite important because
Elder.
Enchantress doesn't have much. Has the
Hit points.
tiniest strength gain, I think, out of every hero.
Elder Titan is going for an AC,
Would make sense.
Yeah, and
which will work
I'm
nice
not
with
sure.
the Medusa.
I assume the Medusa is going straight up to Deadless at this point, but I don't know. She's got the crit Chrysalis already, so.
Would make sense as well. Gentleman's not got anything new, just drums and the arcanes. Hurricane's got 4 staff. I've got 4 staff and working my way towards Hex, if I remember correctly. Clockwork.
Yeah,
The
the mech
Weaver-
is already up on the
Mech.
Clockwork.
Yeah.
I love
The
the mech.
Weaver
Really.
has gotten a Mithril Hammer
Oh,
Or
he's
well,
going for
two
Death
and a half.
Hammer.
So the Death
in,
Rider's
in
on
the
its way.
past like 10 minutes maybe. That's the only items the Weaver's gotten.
He's been caught in every fight almost. Like every time a fight's broken out, he's either been in the middle of it or been escaping from it. Like,
He's not died
I
yet
don't-
though. He's still 303.
no, he's
not
doing
actually
very
dead.
well. That was a commendation, not a condemnation.
Ooh, I hear Bat Rider.
Although, yeah, and
Oh,
Cooper
I
was having to
remember
push
this.
a lot
I
more.
got so mad at this.
Oh, that is a
Longest
stretchy
range lasso ever. It was literally like I four-staffed, he four-staffed,
you still
and we were a
escaped.
mile apart, and he somehow got it off.
That was exactly what I was
Matilda.
talking about earlier on, though, about where you sometimes you just see these strange oddities where none of it should match up on account of because Jonathan just used the haste rune,
Have fun.
ran away, got flame break, then used his vendetta, and
No,
then
he used
still burned through all of his bubble charges
He's got
before he
invis now.
get the invis rune. Yeah, exactly. So he's got haste and invis. He just played it so perfectly. I'm really, really impressed with Jonathan. Oh,
He's
he
done
misses
really
the
well
impale,
this
though.
game, actually. His impales have hit when it matters.
Yeah, exactly. He goes for the speculative impale sometimes too, which I quite like. Like sometimes you just need to try it.
Kefis is also split pushing bottom, which meant that they do have to back off. They can't keep pushing the mid tower.
He still doesn't have anything more than Whistle Hammer though, so I suppose he's not going to finish the Death
he's
Cell
not.
anytime soon.
He's about 200 gold away.
Oh, sorry, he already has one in his stash. I apologize.
Yep. I don't remember what happens here.
I'm kind of curious as to what Blazing Hand is building next. I always kind of end up at a loss with what Clockworks get. Like, I understand Ags is important, but that's always a million miles
Oh,
away.
he's in trouble, and
Oh,
he's
I
missed,
guess
he
I guess
missed
the next thing
ally.
Blazing Hand gets
Aw.
is killed.
Double impale, which was pretty good.
Oh, Jonathan comes in for the double impale. And the nightmare on Lulu, like, it's almost the best possible situation, but the stone gaze is still there, so... Oh wait!
Big Earth Splitter.
Hurricane is facing the
Big
wrong
Earth
way,
Splitter.
so... Yeah, the Earth Splitter is perfect, my god. Nick, it's gotta be rough considering you keep on being the one who notices those big Earth Splitters.
Oh, it's just a
There's nothing
boost
like...
travel. Huh.
There's nothing like having to sit there and tell everyone how cool you are.
Well, I pay attention to Elder Titan because it's one of my favorite heroes to play.
Ah, okay. Weird, because
Tethys has picked up his Deso.
I kind of instinctively ignore Elder Titan because I hate him so much.
Fair enough.
No,
A lot of people do.
I don't play him, I just seem to get melted by his aura all day. It's kind of strange, actually. I feel as though Lush has caught up an awful lot in terms of items, but I still maybe just luck of the draw and not everything's not working out perfectly. I feel like he's lassoing people and they're just not dying a lot of the time. Like it's just not quite working, which is really unfortunate.
Medusa
Kupo
has the
finishes his
Daedalus now.
Daedalus. Yeah. And that's that Max Untouchable working on Roshan.
Yeah,
There's a
good
fight coming
Lord, that's slow motion. The stone gaze isn't up for another 4 seconds, so oh no, wait, there it is.
So
Oh, another impale though. Oh
Kupo's
wow,
in the
that's
middle of
dumb.
everything. I mean, like there's a fight up here, but Kupo's just in the middle of everything, and he's getting Fiend Script now, and he's pretty much alone.
Yeah. Well, no, the Elder Titan is there as well. And Lulu. But no, you're right. That was sloppy. And now all of a sudden, Novenomancer takes down 3 for none.
Yeah, finally, team fight's going the way of Radiant.
Well, that's Roshan for them. That's a very easy Roshan right now.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's
Yeah, absolutely. Already really knocked down.
I think the
And
problem
with
with that
Deso, he'll just
was
fall
like
apart.
Bat Rider lassoed me and then pulled me so far away from the rest of the fight. So
That there, an independent fight had to start.
yeah, and Medusa couldn't actually do any damage to me at that point.
Radiant's bottom
So
tower ain't
I just
pretty
came back
solid.
afterwards. I was not in any trouble because no one was dealing damage to me apart from the Bat Rider, and I could just turn
Well,
around and come back.
Radiant's
Matt
bottom
Ryder and the
tower
Crystal
ain't
Maiden, but the Crystal Maiden melted to a meteor, unfortunately. Although she now has a Ghost Scepter. That's the thing, I feel as though... I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong, but Ghost Scepter against an Invoker always feels really rough. I mean, the odds of you just taking a serious whack of magic damage is...
I would not have gotten a
Dustin.
Ghost Scepter this game. I feel like a 4-star.
I wouldn't have gotten a Ghost Scepter against this team.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And a Hex on Invoker.
Oh, did I finish it? Yeah, I guess with the gold from that last fight. Yeah.
Oh wow, it's only just occurred to me that the Medusa doesn't have a BKB or a Lincoln's. I mean, Mana Shield is
That
great,
is
but
just Kupo
if you
at
get
work.
hexed,
Yeah,
is that just arrogance though?
that's just him. Yeah, not try-harding in his words.
Of course.
I mean,
That does sound like Kupo.
it does sound right, doesn't it? It's like I don't want BKB. Why would I ever get BKB? BKB
it's
is
too
for
easy with
tryhards.
That's the Siberia special. BKBs are boring. Press a button and
It
don't
is
get
boring,
killed. Boring,
really.
boring. Okay, so there's a fight forming up top, but oh, he's TP'd back home. Okay, so they do have the Batrider.
He does no damage.
Oh, and this time the lasso doesn't.
Oh, that's a
hook.
really good hook shot. And then the Stone Gaze
beautiful.
coming
That's
out
a
again.
great hook shot in play.
Oh, that ice wall as well. I must say that's a good ice wall.
That is a great ice wall.
Yeah.
Tethys-
The Elder Titan ult is nothing to be sneezed
Tethys
at.
is wrecking
Oh.
people in the middle of things, though.
Yeah, and then the time lapse is
That's
falling off
very
again.
scary now.
Yeah, he's become a real problem, and the Mana Shield
Casually
can't
And
stop him anymore.
Mustache, Mustache is blocking the Medusa.
And the baby has to wake him up.
6 in a row. That's 3 down.
Oh, and the EMP is nice. Oh, sorry, Mustache. Oh wow, he's getting away. Oh, brain sap.
No.
Unfortunate.
And the Weaver still hasn't died.
Yeah, this is disgusting. Tefus just suddenly enters the game untouchable.
Towers having technical difficulties.
That's awesome, and time lapse is back up for whatever happens next, but
And he
they're
still got
5
the
down,
Aegis.
so
He
it
didn't
doesn't
even
really
blow
matter.
the Aegis in that fight.
One of mine
I mean, he was literally in the middle of that, and there's still a casual gem hanging out in the top lane. But he was in the middle of that and taking massive amounts of damage. Just time lapse and continued wrecking.
Dyer's mid tower could use a little help.
This
Yeah,
looks
that's-
like Rax.
This looks rough. This could very well be game, I suppose. Although I can't imagine many carries I'd want to have defending against Megas more than
Yeah, Medusa's
Medusa,
pretty good
so
at
I'm
that.
sure having a lane of Rex isn't going to be the end of the game.
The Dyer's mid rags. It's gone. Dyer's mid rags didn't make it.
Well, no
I do
time.
like the yeah, and I do like the flame break to just kind of disrupt the team a little bit. But at this point, what do you have really?
Best do something about that bottom tower.
What is with the enormous creep waves top?
More farm.
True.
And
Going
Invoker
very
is ahead of the Medusa by 2,000 gold in net worth.
Yeah, big team fights upset the apple cart. I'm kind of curious. So Tefus has fallen behind both of them, like substantially behind the Invoker, I suppose. But he's not been team fighting as much. I suppose if the team fights are going your way, you're going to get a lot of gold. I like the alacrity on the almost dead Forge Spirit. Never waste a split second worth of invoke.
Weaver pretty much has his butterfly now, though. He's gonna have it for this fight. That's a pretty big pickup. Because
And
suddenly
that
the
is a big
Medusa,
fight.
I mean, the Medusa doesn't have anything to go through that.
Apart from Stone Gaze, the only thing you need.
He's also got the Aegis. How long left on the Aegis? Ooh, it's about to pop in a few seconds. Any time now. Oh, in 1 minute. What?
Yeah, 1 minute.
I'm completely confused. Isn't that the 6-minute mark?
No, that's the 5-minute mark.
Whatever.
It's only 8 minutes.
Oh, wow. Big fading script on Kupo, and he's
On Kupo.
cheap.
And he's just gonna fall
He's
apart.
exploded. No BKB.
He has.
Should
Oh,
have gotten that Linkins.
he doesn't have buyback for 5
Oh,
minutes.
he
My God.
buys back. He just bought back. He's back in the
Ah,
fight
okay,
now.
sorry.
How about that?
Blows the Fiend script, but ooh, wow, that was a pretty bad whiff.
Oh wow.
That's
And
a
then
nice Medusa
immediately
ult.
goes to work.
The Dyer might want
He actually doesn't do an awful lot of damage. Oh, he's enfeebled. That makes sense.
And Feeble does wreck him pretty odd. It was one reason we did pick him up.
Yeah. His Midas is off cooldown as well, but I suppose he can't really use it, can he?
Tefus, of course, is alive without popping the Aegis.
Of course, yeah, he just tunnels out. Well, it pops and gives him back his life at least.
The
Aegis
Weaver
lasts.
has Butterfly, Desolator, Linkins.
Oh, right.
Pretty good.
In fairness, though, I mean, I know the Medusa had to buy back for it, but they kept the tier 2 top. I'm not even sure I would have tried to defend that. I would have sacked that tower instantaneously if I thought I could defend high ground more easily.
Everyone else was in the fight, so she had to buy back,
It
or
was a 5-on-5.
everyone
No,
else
no,
would have died.
I mean, I'm impressed they managed to defend it. I
Well-
wouldn't have expected that. I would have straight away sacrificed it.
The Medusa popped at the very beginning from the Fiend's Creep and the sheep, and I think, if I remember correctly, they were
The Fiend's
trying-
Creep in the ship.
Creep.
Beautiful.
Fuck, you know what I'm trying to say. Fiend's Grip
That's
and the
okay,
sheep.
that's okay.
And
Well, I suppose the right play would have been to sacrifice the tower and not take the fight.
Yeah, well, I don't know,
But
that's
since
what
they
I
went
would
in,
have
it's
thought,
too
but they
late.
went for it. Oh wow, and there's the Weaver kind of harrying people.
still hasn't died. 708, pretty impressive. Also, for all the, for all the missed hook shots at the beginning of the game, there's some really good
Yeah,
ones coming
2-9
from
and
Blaze and Ann at the
17.
moment.
He's just
Yeah,
wrapped
those
up his,
cogs are wrecking team fights.
his cogs are superlative. What's got me kind of more curious is that the you said died 5 times. Like that is
Yeah.
a pretty rough game.
With a buyback as well.
Indeed.
He's got
And
his.
almost no gold now.
Well, he just bought out with
He
a.
just bought the yeah.
No, the Talisman of Evasion. And I don't think Weaver has a
Yeah.
MKB, so that's a pretty big pickup. That will actually increase his life points quite a bit, his effective HP.
So
Unless he gets sheep.
in situations like this, do they just both go butterfly and then hope the other one gets sheeped first? There's the clockwork.
Does anyone on any Dota have sheep?
Nope.
No, they don't.
That's a pretty big
I guess
hope.
that's it. It's a pretty reasonable hope that he won't get sheeped first then.
Oh, Lolosh got wrecked in that.
Oh wow, yeah. He dies from the burn damage of the meteor.
Dire's top tower.
Oh no, the Bane died. I apologize.
Fucking Stone Gaze.
Wow, and there goes the Crystal Maiden ult again.
Yeah.
Just
Top tower.
oh wow, John
Zephyr is
interrupts
still
it.
alive.
Yeah, and without using
I
time
think
lapse.
we've-
Oh, he used time lapse at the beginning.
Yeah.
3 down.
Who's got the
And the
number?
Bane sleep saved the Elder Titan from certain death.
Oh wow, big buybacks.
I think we bought back thinking, oh my god, Rosh is up, we can't give them Rosh. And
Rush is up.
yeah, it was not.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck, okay,
I
that's
really
a wasted buyback.
I really want to ask Fuse to make the new Venomancer logo, or the new No Venomancer logo, get Roche or Die Trying. But like do it like an album cover with their hipster Venomancer. But I don't think he will. It's too ridiculous for him.
Far
I'm curious now, are you-
travels.
So,
Well, the old one is hipster. Hipster is cool.
so does anyone understand how the Roche clock works?
Yeah, it's a,
Because
yeah.
I absolutely do not.
I do understand. It's basically about 10-20 seconds before it pops out. The way it works is
Okay,
that
so,
after
yeah,
the initial
wait.
8 minutes. Okay, now there we go. After the
Oh, there it
initial
is.
8 minutes, it shows either 1 pip, 2 pip, or 3 pips, depending on how long it's gonna be.
And that's the remaining number of minutes. I
Yeah,
presume?
and then it's got the red. There's a reddened bit which is not taken up, and there's a bit before that. Yeah, it's a bit hard to describe without actually looking at it. But
Well,
it's up.
the red isn't on part of the time left.
Tefis
Yeah,
more or
is
less.
so bold. He's just bought out just for an
Just-
demon edge, and he can't buy back anymore. That's pretty bold of him. But
Bald.
bold.
Did you? Oh, bold. Sorry.
Oh wow, that's a Medusa ult for
It's-
nothing at all.
It's hard. It's hard for me to tell. Like
Ooh.
you're saying. Oh dear. Oh, and that hook shot.
That was a good hook shot.
Good God.
That's
Yeah,
a really
sheep.
good cogs as well.
The deafening blast and the cogs
And the
control
Fiend's
the
grip
whole
on it
fight,
as
and
well.
the sheep.
9 in a row.
Wow, and the Mustayu. I make fun of Mustayu consistently, but his Crystal Maiden play has been superb. Oh wow,
Medusa
the
has
night-
buyback in 1 second.
the Nightmare was applied at exactly the same time as the Impale, and the Impale missed because of it. I love that.
All them buybacks, and we just go back
Was
to
that
Rush.
4 for nothing?
I think so. And with 2 buybacks.
Yeah, full for
Yeah.
That's incredible. And all of a sudden, the Medusa doesn't look quite so scary anymore. I was quite surprised that he went for the Deadless. There was a point in that game where I would have just expected him to go Divine and pick up the Aegis and go crazy.
Yeah, actually, I mean, we say that he's not got a BKB because he's Kupo, but then suddenly he's not got a Rapier even though he is Kupo, so I don't know.
I presume it's just a
Semi-Kupo.
case of. I presume it's just a case of Siberia syndrome, where things like BKBs and Lincoln Spheres are just super boring. Why would I ever build those?
But then he doesn't get a Rapier, so where's the Siberia Syndrome in that?
Well, he doesn't. He doesn't want to lose. Like, he doesn't want to be bored. But he doesn't want his team to all give him.
I think a
ferocious
Rapier
glares when
has
they're
a
getting eaten
better
alive.
high risk, high reward than
Yeah.
BKB not getting a BKB.
But in pub, Siberia says he'd rather lose than get BKBs in pub.
I've been in the games we've lost because he has not bought BKBs, because he would rather lose. And it's remarkably frustrating to watch him lose team fight after team fight because he doesn't
It's
know
very
Magic Community.
infuriating,
Tefis
It's
but it's fun.
incredible.
Tefis has got his MKB now, so that so
So suddenly
the
that Talisman of Evasion is worth nothing.
And the Invoker is fat. Hearts.
So, I like
4,000
the other
gold.
Titan. I like the other Titan as the AC, at least. It means he's propping the whole team up with buckets of aura. The neck, the AC,
oh wow,
the
and Kupo
natural
gets
order.
caught out.
Oh, good
Yeah.
lord.
Fiend's Grip, that's a good sleep. Yeah, I mean he goes down.
That's a
not even
great
enough.
sleep.
And now Tefis is in the back line just... Oh, finally he pops an
Destroying
Aegis.
people.
That's the first time he's died.
Oh,
Ooh.
and there's another big Crystal Maiden ult.
And Lelouch is the only one to escape.
And no buybox and Dire.
No, that
Oh
looks
right,
pretty
yeah,
rough.
they're still on cooldown. And Kupo calls GG.
He would. That sounds just like him. That's unfortunate. That was... I felt like for a long time they were pulling through. Like, just scraping along by having the Medusa in the background all the time. But I guess there just comes a point where Weaver is almost unkillable. And then if you do manage to kill him any time lapses, you have to kill him all over again.
If you don't get a Linkins or a BKB, Fiend's Grip plus Sheep is gonna wreck you, no matter what.
Yeah,
no,
that's
there's
true.
I think-
no way around it.
I mean, Kupo being Kufo, I think a Lincoln
Whoa,
slash Sheep
whoa,
would have been a
whoa.
pretty big a pickup there. Sorry,
Slow
BKB
the fuck
slash.
down, Hoss. No Venomancer is through to the next round, and 3 throws ahead is out.
Yep.
Despite having Lelu, Lelouch, Mustayu, and Coupon,
I think that is a
I
team.
would have thought that was a remarkably strong team. That's unreal. They would have been in my tips to win. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe they're out. I can't believe no Venomancer is through. No offense.
Yeah,
The Venomancer
we
is
were
my
pretty
team full of
happy.
hip dudes who I don't believe to be very good at Dota.
We were pretty happy to get this far. I remember we were all really happy after finishing this game.
That's class. Yeah,